For any Dragon Ball fan that has followed me on this Dragon Ball journey here on YouTube, you're well aware that I am a diehard Gohan fan, but not a delusional one. I understand he is not who he used to be, though I think he's gotten back to that point as of the Tournament of Power. Point being, when I want Gohan to return, and when I say Gohan's return, I think is inevitable. What I'm saying is that I am hoping and I am believing that one day Gohan will be featured in a Dragon Ball Super related arc where he will actually be considered a main character, a main component of that arc, and not simply just a side character, which seems like that's been his role really since he was brought back into the fray in Dragon Ball Super. Even during the revival of F situation, Gohan, Piccolo, Master Roshi, all the Z fighters, they were still side role supporting characters for the bigger fight of essentially Frieza versus Vegeta and Goku. I don't think Gohan should be subjected to that role because still at the end of the day, as long as Gohan puts it in his mind to train and to really be disciplined about his martial arts, Gohan has shown he can close that gap pretty quickly because whether you like it or not, Dragon Ball still likes to mention his latent potential, his latent ability. I think that's always going to be a thing with this character for the simple fact that if they decide, hey, we actually want to feature Gohan in a major arc, we want to make him more than just a side role supporting character, all they have to do is say his latent potential, his latent ability, his hidden ability, whatever you want to refer to it as, will be the reason why he is able to close the power gap. And of course, some people would say, well, it's just plot armor. He's the main character's son. Well, I mean, every shonen anime has that. But it gives Toei and Toriyama and whomever else may be writing this, it gives them a legitimate reason to say, okay, we're not just making this up out of thin air, even though that's technically what it is. But for the sake of the show, we're saying Gohan always has the potential to be close to his father's strength. And legitimately, and I should say realistically, if Gohan legitimately took the time and the preparation and had the mindset and the focus and again the discipline to train like Vegeta and his father Goku, I'm saying obviously Gohan's father Goku, he would obviously be at their level. We have seen that time and time again, and it's been demonstrated that it doesn't really take Gohan a very long time to get back to what I would consider prime fighting shape. And all he needs to do is just have the proper mindset to push his limits beyond what he has essentially settled for. So I am always going to be hopeful. I will remain hopeful no matter what people say that one day Gohan will be featured again. I'm not saying he's going to take over and be the main character of the entire series. I think they tried that. It failed during Dragon Ball Z and the Boost saga, and I don't know if it would ever work again. And you know what? I wouldn't even care if it didn't work again because I just want Gohan to be featured in a main role and not treated as a side character of whom he's stronger than, technically speaking. Piccolo hasn't gotten a transformation effectively since like the Android / Cell saga. All the other Z fighters, with the exception of Krillin, who seems to somehow narrow that gap between himself and his best friend Goku. Master Roshi, despite him being as old as he is, will always be in a position where they're definitely going to give him some sort of buff and plot armor. But Gohan is a character that just needs to train, and that's really it. If he trains and he trains consistently for a certain amount of time, there is no doubt, there's no reason in any true Dragon Ball fan's mind that he should be at a point where he could compete with the likes of the other stronger fighters in the multiverse as long as he's training. But if he's just taking things kind of with a 50% effort, then obviously he's going to remain where he's at. So I do believe a return could be in the works for Gohan, but that could come in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We don't know. Obviously, the manga is still, the more updated version of Dragon Ball Super show. So until the anime officially comes back, we have to, refer to the manga for this potential return. But even once the anime returns, Gohan is still a big character. He's still a very popular character in the Dragon Ball world. You can still do great marketing with Gohan. So again, he is a character that they can utilize, and all they have to do is just say that latent ability is there, and that opens up the gate for him to be featured in a main supporting role. I should say in a main role, not even just merely a supporting role, but a main role for an arc alongside Goku, Vegeta, or whomever is going to be the main characters of that particular arc. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. No idea what's going to happen even with this upcoming Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie. That seems to be mainly featured around Pan, so I doubt there would be any major Gohan involvement as far as him fighting outside of obviously him being there, maybe training Pan, hopefully coaching her up. That would be great to see how she would develop her fighting style, learning from her father, and even Videl, who is also still a great fighter, though Dragon Ball Super wants us to forget that. I think that'd be interesting. And all in all, I hope that everything that is happening will eventually lead to a great Gohan return, even if it's only for one arc. That would still be fantastic, at least for me as a fan. It would be great if they kept him up there with Goku and Vegeta, but I highly doubt that. Anyways, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We should take it from there. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that, as well as smashing that like button. It does help out a lot. And most importantly, just leaving your comments in the comment section below in regards to this topic. I will respond to all comments. Remember, I should say, to keep it respectful down there and respect everybody's opinions, even if you do disagree. But I will be responding to all comments on this video for as long as I can. If it doesn't blow up and just hit crazy numbers, and then I would be physically unable to respond to every comment. But as long as it stays under the radar, I'll be responding to as many comments as I possibly can. This went a little bit longer than I expected, and I apologize for that. Unfortunately, that is all the time I have for you guys today, but I will see you all later. Goodbye.